Alright, so boom. If you didn't know, Andrew Luck retired from the NFL last night during the third preseason game for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, if you didn't know the news, you either A, don't got internet, B, don't got any form of television cable providers, or C, you don't got no friends and nobody told you. Usually people say you're living underneath a rock, but what are you, Patrick Star? That don't make no goddamn sense. Nonetheless, I'm hearing a lot of people voice their frustration. Fantasy football, owners, they got Andrew Luck, they drafted him, now they're upset that he's not going to be able to represent for their team. I'm hearing a lot of Colts fans extremely upset. I saw a video where people were booing after he was walking off of the field. What's the matter with you guys? Guys, classless. Nonetheless, regarding Andrew Luck, a lot of people saying, well, it's very premature. Why would you retire in the prime of your career? You just had a sensational season this past season where you had comeback player of the year. If you looked at his numbers, he was a 4-time Pro Bowler. I think he threw for 2,300 yards, 171 touchdowns. He had under 100 interceptions, and he won a number of games. He went to an AFC championship. He's had some good games in the postseason, but why would he go and retire? Well, football is one of those extremely taxing sports. More importantly, this is a guy who missed 26 games in a 7-year career. This is a guy who every single year has been battered and bruised at the end of the season. Now, there are many different players who deal with pain, and their tolerance for pain is a lot different. All right, just because you see somebody like Tom Brady playing until he's 42 doesn't mean everybody has to play for that long. Brett Favre had, how many games was it? 197 consecutive games where this man played? 297 consecutive games that he was able to start. Not everybody's built like that. More importantly, some people can play only 4 years and say, you know what, I'm out. I can't deal with this anymore. You've seen what's transpiring with CTE. You see what's happening to all the older players. You don't hear, as Warren Sapp once said, you don't hear any retired football players talk about their Pop Warner days because they simply cannot remember. So better to walk out on your own feet than, be 70 years old, talk about, yeah, remember that time where I won the Super Bowl? You're looking like you're participating in the Muhammad Ali challenge. Y'all out here Parkinson's all day. You don't want to live life like that. All right. Now, questions of what his legacy will be. A lot of people think he turned his back on Indianapolis. No, that's not the case. Because on top of that, not only does your career affect you, it affects your family. It affects your friends. So nobody knows what sort of demons this man was battling. More importantly, he said the last 4 years it felt as if his love for the game was taken out because he's constantly in this cycle of going to the field and going to the trainer's room and going to rehab and just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. For those of you who have been athletes, as my phone goes off, there's probably somebody in the NFL offices contacting Nancy saying he's talking about the NFL again. Let's flag down his video nonetheless. Now, you don't know what's transpiring with this man or what sort of demons he was battling. So let's just congratulate him on a sensational career. Now remember, him coming out of college, they thought this was the second coming of like Johnny Unitas, the second coming of Peyton Manning. They thought this guy was going to walk into the NFL and rip all records to shreds. And to be quite honest with you, he didn't live up to that expectation. But he did very, very well on a career for 7 years. You don't just go to the Pro Bowl 4 times just because it's a participation sort of thing. Although nowadays a lot of people having to get in for no apparent reason. But Andrew Luck earned his ways into those Pro Bowls. I think he led the league in passing one time. If I'm mistaken, you can feel free to let me know. But this is a guy who, he went out there, gave it his all. He's one of the nicest guys on and off the field. Just be happy you had an opportunity to see somebody of this caliber go out there, play football, and, put his body on the line for a game that not only he loves, but you love as well. So, if you have an opportunity to run into Andrew Luck in the street, you have an opportunity to go to his social media, just go and express your gratitude for being able to watch somebody play the game of football the way it should be played. Too often nowadays, people fall in love with stats, they fall in love with the wins and losses, they forget that the person playing on the field, the person playing on the court, the person running on the track, they're human beings as well. They're not just these machines for your entertainment. They're human beings as well. They feel the same pain that you feel. All right? So you ought to go out and have some respect. So hats off to you, Andrew Luck, on a sensational career. Get your mental health, taken care of. Get your body taken care of. And if you want to come back to the NFL, I will be one of the fans welcoming you back with open arms. Nothing but class. Hats off to you for a sensational career.